Although the internet provides an exceptional amount of resources that we can use on a daily basis, I think sometimes I can be a bit overwhelmed by how much is available, that I tend to look to my colleagues for support or even my supervisors. In this case, the resource that I'm sharing with you today is something that is used in my school and was implemented by my administrator. This is called Zearn, and you can access the website at zearn.org. And Zearn is specifically geared towards math instruction, and it is a very comprehensive curriculum that is easily laid out for teachers to use the resources and support students. When you click the curriculum link, you have access, in my case, to the curriculum from grades K to 5. I will be referring to grade 4 because that is the grade that I teach. They give you an overview of all of the content that should be covered by 4th grade students. Again, this is standard based. So if you were to click one of the missions, you can have access to problem sets that are standard based, homework that's standard based, whole group word problems, fluency, small group lessons, and even exit tickets that support the content that you're teaching. When you get to the independent digital lessons, this is a really important aspect of this resource. Students can access a math chat, which is guided practice of a particular standard. This is a quick example.
Hi, Zerner.
Of the video.
Check out this rectangle. The length is 7 units. The width is 4 units. Let's trace the perimeter of the rectangle. Count how many units I traced. What is the perimeter of the rectangle?
After students engage in this guided practice, they are given an opportunity to participate in independent practice, and it's called the Tower of Power. Students will then use what they learned from the video and apply it to this independent practice example. So here it says, determine the perimeter and area of this rectangle, and they'll be able to count the squares, determine the perimeter and the area. To facilitate the learning that was done digitally, teachers can also offer students in person the optional problem sets, and they are directly linked to the math practice and or the guided practice and the independent practice. So students who are working in person and don't have a device or don't have access to the internet can be assigned a math page like this that directly links to what all students are learning who are using the digital platform. In addition, when you click the exit ticket link, you will find an exit ticket to support the exact lesson that all students were working on. And this is a great piece of data for teachers to determine small groups or any students that need additional support. And when you have those students who need additional support, the website also offers a really great resource for foundational guidance. When you click back to the main page, you will find a link for that foundational guidance, and you'll be able to find the lesson you were working on. And on the right side here, it gives you examples of previous grades and the lessons that will support students in kind of closing the gap to get to more of the grade level that they need to be on. So for example, when working on lesson 1, focusing on area and perimeter of rectangles, you can go back to grade 3, mission 4, lesson 8, and students will be able to have practice in this area to support the more advanced application of area and perimeter. Those foundational guidance lessons can easily be accessed by just simply clicking through to the grade and mission suggested in the foundational lesson guidance map. And once you access that, you can go to either the lessons where lesson 8, so students can practice here, or you can even access the optional problem sets or homework or small group lessons for additional support. Teachers using Zearn can also access assessments that are standard-based and designed around all of the content that was covered in the guided practice and independent practice opportunities, as well as the optional problem sets that were offered. Considering this resource and the kind of circumstance that this blended and fully remote learning environment has created, the time I've saved by accessing this website and assigning this to my students and using it as a resource in cooperation with some other hands-on learning has been really, really helpful to me. And I think that if you were to use it, it would be helpful to you as well. One thing I will say is that it is a purchased resource, so I don't know the exact price, but you can purchase it or possibly share it with an administrator to consider purchasing it for your school. I hope this is a helpful resource and some of you can access it and use it for your students as well.